Welcome, guys. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. So I wanted to pull a runestone just to start out our read here and see what's going on around us. I feel like there's something that is sort of hidden, something that needs to come to light. That was the vibe that I was getting with the cards for this read. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Let's see. So this rune here definitely speaks to a level of control. It speaks to a level of protection. Like somebody's trying to control the truth. Somebody's trying to protect somebody from finding out, or protect themselves from people finding out about a truth. I'm gonna plunk them there. I want to know what this is about. So we're gonna use the Rider deck. What is the secret that's being hidden? What is somebody hiding? What is someone trying to keep hidden? Let's see. Page of Wands, communication. Communication, the Empress. Empress and 6. Somebody is trying to hide an Empress energy. An Empress energy is, this might be a karmic energy for someone too. And they fleeced them. They got some money out of them. I don't know if this is through a divorce or some sort of an illegal scam or something, because we do have the court system here with justice. This definitely is speaking to something within the courts and the legal system. But this this Empress got one over on this person. And this person is embarrassed. That is what that Nine of Swords is. That person is like embarrassed. They want to hide. They don't want people to find out about it. Probably someone from the collective or someone specific they don't want to find out about it. And that's why this energy was coming forward in the read. The Strength card. They feel like it makes them look weak. They lost a lot. They lost like savings. Like savings. With that abundant harvest in reverse, this is like something they saved for, money they had put away or they worked hard for. It's like gone. The Empress took it. We do have that Wheel of Fortune card. Oh, that Wheel of Fortune card, to me, it's always like fortunes changing for the better when it's upright. This is all I can see when I look at this card in this read, though, is like what goes around comes around. I don't know if they did this to somebody else. Like perhaps this savings, this harvest, this wasn't something they entirely created for themselves. Maybe somebody else helped them to grow it, but they sort of kept it for themselves, or spent it on this queen or this Empress energy. I just keep feeling what goes around comes around. So like this person, something about this person, something they did in the past that kind of brought this forward, almost like karma. Do you have the Lover's card here? Do you have the Lover's card? This is not a faithful person, whoever this one was. The energy that this read is for, the person who's feeling sorry for themselves, the person who got fleeced. This was not a faithful person. Like they took on a lover, and it was somebody who was very physically attractive, who liked very nice expensive things. They liked fancy stuff. They found a way to fleece this person's money. And they presented themselves like a dream come true to this person. This person was, they couldn't see it. Like they couldn't see who this Emperor was. Well, that's how that Page of Wands fits in. Because that Page of Wands, a lot of times, he's about good news. He's about communication, someone communicating something. There is a slightly less flattering meaning for him, and that's where he comes forward in this read. He was following his wand. He was physically attracted to this person. He was being led about by his wand, and he wasn't mature enough emotionally to be able to see it. Do have Temperance. This person is confused about where to go next in their life. They are confused. They didn't see this coming. They didn't see this Empress being a scammer. They didn't see this Empress energy being somebody who was going to fleece them or take advantage of them. They just thought like this was this beautiful, like physically beautiful person who was attracted to them. This person was like arm candy. They made them feel attractive. They made them feel good about themselves. There is probably I do feel like that Empress energy used sex on this person to help manipulate them and manipulate their way into this person's wallet. Like I said, like it's like life savings. It's like whatever little bit of money they had put away is just like gone. It's gone now. This person took it all. And now they have like nowhere to go. They have like nowhere to turn to. They're not sure where to go next. They're feeling very confused. They're very hurt by these lies and the secrets that are coming to light. They don't want someone else. They want to keep this a secret too. They don't want people to find out they got hosed. I feel like they feel pretty silly. I don't know if somebody warned them about it and they wouldn't listen. I feel this figure just doesn't want to hear it. Like this figure doesn't want to listen to what anybody has to say. And I think that's why I was getting that Wheel of Fortune card and being like this person kind of, they got warned. They got warned and they chose to move forward anyways. So it's kind of like that karma. Like they didn't learn the lesson. They didn't want to hear anybody's advice. They didn't want to look at something in an unflattering light or themselves at an unflattering light. We do have this Ace of Wands too. This is somebody who is just following their passion. They were just following their wand. It's like they didn't want to see the truth. This person, this Empress person, presented a pretty enough picture that this page was just going to follow them around like a puppy. Ace of Wands. Now this Empress energy is like walking around, like they got the better end of the stick. They got what they wanted out of this person. I don't know if they kicked them out or what they did, or if they just moved on and just kind of ghosted them. And I feel like on some level, this page actually kind of did know. That's what this High Priestess is like. This person had like a little sniff of intuition, because we all do. We all have some level of intuition, some sort of psychic connection to the world around us. I feel like people warned them, but they also had sort of a feeling inside, but they didn't want to hear it. They didn't want to hear it. They blocked everything out and chose to sort of live in this world that they had created for themselves in their mind. They lived in a sort of a more pleasant reality, which wound up kind of being a dream. And the Hermit card. They're getting in this Hermit card mode now. They're getting a little bit more introspective about, things that have happened in the past, what they walked away from. Because I do feel like this Empress energy, some level of this was actually a dishonest relationship. So I don't know if the Empress had somebody on the line at the same time, and this page chose to sort of be the other person and not be the third party. Or if this page was actually in a relationship with someone and the Empress kind of stuck her nose in. But this relationship was not built on honesty. There's a level of dishonesty that goes along with it right from the get-go. And they're thinking about it now. They're thinking of all the red flags. They're thinking of looking back, like they maybe should have listened to people. They should have trusted their own gut instinct. Right? They feel foolish. They feel pretty sorry for themselves, and they're very much looking to hide the truth. They don't want anybody to find out about what happened. They're this King of Swords energy. This is in reverse. This is trying to hide the truth. This is trying to block people from finding the truth. This is feeling sorry for themselves and trying to hide their past, trying to hide it from everyone around them, trying to keep this a secret, because they are embarrassed. They are hugely embarrassed about what was going on. I get pulled back to that Nine of Swords again. It's like they feel stupid, they feel foolish, and they don't want anyone to find out. And I do feel like there's another energy who they specifically don't want to find out. It's going to be somebody in the collective. Now, whether this King of Swords is going to be your ex, or whether this is like a friend, or this is a family member, or somebody within your life, this person specifically does not want you to find out any of this shit that went on. You might already know. You might have heard through the grapevine. They don't know that you know, and they're trying to keep it a secret for as long as possible, because they are absolutely mortified about what happened, and that now they're in a bad spot. Now they have sort of no one around them. But also, I think they're broke. I think they're broke as fuck. I think that Empress energy definitely fleeced the shit out of them. I do see the number 1. There's a gap here, so I feel like we need to grab one more card within this read. So Tarot, can you give me one more card to add to this story that this king is trying to keep quiet, and that we seem to be blabbing all over the place. I had a little stack fall out, so we'll use them here. 9 of Wands, regret and looking back into the past, seeing all the red flags. Page of Swords, looking for information. They're trying to hide all this from other people. They don't want other people to see, hiding their emotions. They might be pretending to, like everything's okay. I don't know if this person's on social media, but they're gonna walk around with a big fake smile on their face, pretending like nothing happened, like it's a juggling act for them. They're putting on a show here because they don't want anybody to seek out that information to find out what actually happened. They're worried about getting "I told you so." Yeah, and they're broke as fuck. And that is what that Ace of Pentacles in reverse is. They are absolutely broke. They're not entirely sure what to do. They are in a bad spot. They're in a bad spot. This Empress energy, this cheating energy, definitely put them in a shitty spot financially. But part of it was their own doing as well, and their own choices. They're very embarrassed by that. And as I said, they're trying to hide it. They're trying to hide what their situation is. And it's like their little bubble got bursted. That 9 of Cups a lot of times is like a dream come true. It's that emotional abundance and happiness. It is obviously in reverse, because this was a dream. This person painted a false picture of what this was, and it went to shit when it all came about, when she made her move, when she took whatever she needed to take, and she fucked off. And like I said, there is some sort of the court system involved here, whether this is a divorce that's happening, or whether she actually like stole from him and he's filed charges or something, or he's trying to hunt it down to get justice. But he definitely imparted this to himself by trusting the wrong person. And like I said, his intuition told him. And I do feel he was warned, and I do feel the person who warned him is probably the one he's most likely hiding this from, or going to great lengths to hide it from. He doesn't want to hear "I told you so." That's his biggest thing. He doesn't want to hear "I told you so" because he already feels like an ass. Whew, that's a tough one, hey guys. Well, I hope that you enjoyed the read. Remember, it won't resonate for all of you. It might resonate in bits and pieces for some of you. Definitely feel free to comment. I do love hearing from you guys, and I hope you have an absolutely great rest of your day. Take care.